Hi, this is Sumit here. I'm the CEO and co-founder of ARVO. Today, Duke and I are here to tell you all about our journey so far and what are we building at ARVO. ARVO started about 2.5 years back. I personally, belong to the manufacturing industry, and I've done sales across manufacturing, telecom, and IT. This is my third startup. Duke and I both came together in our previous private equity corporate experience, where I was one of the managing directors managing Indian operations, and Duke was heading the tech over there. So we both, came across the problem of counterfeiting through quite a lot of our portfolio companies, and we started thinking about how to solve this. And that's how this idea of ARVO germinated. Duke, what about your journey so far?
Sumit, as you said, in the last organization where we were working together, there my primary role was helping companies to integrate their tech to the parent company, and not just that, also digitally transform their existing system, because there was a lot of things which were not automated, not they were doing manual stuff. We built different various tools to help them through our core team, and majorly I played a important part to design, have the architecture done, and plan things. So that is what makes me tick as a professional, and that is what I'm bringing the same principle or foundation to RO. So yeah, that's mostly my journey in this area.
Excellent. Now I mean, you all know what we both bring to the table. So when we started this journey, we started actually talking to a lot of brands and a lot of manufacturers across domains to just figure out how serious is the problem of counterfeiting and what kind of traceability systems do they have. We spoke to a lot of supply chain heads at different organizations. We spoke with people managing and heading operations, and also with some marketing folks, some senior marketing folks. The revelation was startling. People are aware of counterfeiting as an issue, and they know that it is an issue, but then there are not many steps being taken. And if at all the steps are being taken by the manufacturers and brands in India, they're mostly at a very superficial level, where they just do it to ensure that certain regulatory requirements are met, but not to actually solve the problem of counterfeiting. That to both of us was quite startling, and we really wanted to figure out how to solve this problem. When we got into the depth of it to figure out why brands are not doing this, what we understood is that the current solution providers, whatever solution they offer, are quite cumbersome and quite difficult to actually implement. The implementation time frame extends anywhere between 6 to 9 months, and that is something which was a major put off for most of the brands and manufacturers, and they didn't want to get involved in such extensive implementation timelines.
It's first important to know for them that what current methodologies or existing system are there to address this issue. And to for us, for when we were researching on this in the initial journey of our business, we found out that there's not many technology or mechanism to verify if you're buying an original product, and whatever existing there are, it kind of feels gimmicky, or maybe something which does not has a 100% foolproof system. So without demeaning anyone, so there are already holograms, your QR codes, scratch cards, many other stuff, but these are not something which gives you that 100% confidence. In fact, I was reading an article I think last week. It was for the pharmaceutical industry, and over there what interestingly, that was the piece of the article saying that despite bringing the QR code technology, which is serialized in the market, they made a space for the counterfeiter to have more stronger case of putting their medicines in the supply chain, because they also can replicate that counterfeit that code, right? And the end user or end consumer ends up scanning and verifying it. So that's a double-edged sword. So I think the most important thing for us when we researched is that we need to figure out the first step, which is having a mechanism to solve this, right? And that is where it began, right?
No, I agree. I mean, when we, get when we actually take samples from the market and do our own research at our AI lab in our office in Noida. So we actually see that most of the medicine samples actually have just got a simple QR code, serialized QR code on it, and they say that they comply with the government regulations or the government requirements. But when you actually start scanning it and you figure out the underlying tech behind it, what you notice is that it's just a very simple QR code with serialized or a serialization in it, but no way it is anti-counterfeit. No way it is copy-proof. We tried copying it, and it was very easy to do that. There are solutions in the market, but then they're not solving the problem. And that is why counterfeiting still exists. Now, what we both have understood, I guess, is that to solve the problem of counterfeiting, you need to tackle both authenticity and traceability. And that's precisely the reason why our supply chain integrity platform looks at both. Our modules tackle traceability at different stages, right from the vendor who supplies you the raw material to the warehouse or the logistics areas where you keep those raw materials, and then it goes into the manufacturing unit for production, and then from there it gets into quality control packaging, where it moves into distribution and there to the retailers and the distributors. So we tackle each and every point of your journey, and that is where traceability comes into picture, and we ensure that that our traceability system is robust and foolproof. Along with that, we also give you the mechanism to have authentic QR codes which are copy proof, and this is something which is again a part of both the authenticity and the traceability journey, which we actually align with every product or every unit, either for a pharmaceutical company or for an automotive company.
So as you said that traceability is very important for to actually solve this case of authenticity, because there are so many leakages in the whole supply chain journey, right from procurement of raw materials, and then maybe there are middlemen involved, like distributor, retailer, and we have actually seen real life use cases where certain distributors, they forge the codes, the ID, and then sell it to different areas, and and also just to meet their numbers, they also take in different counterfeit products and sell it in the market. And once that enters that supply chain journey, then the end user is at loss. So in order to stop that, that is where we try to figure out what is the right way to track each and every step or node of the whole process, and that is the core concept or the fundamental of our platform, to map each and every journey of the product, and then the brand as well as the consumer can get to know what the part is. So essentially what we are creating is it's kind of a digital passport for the product. So just like your passport, you have your journey, right, of a person, right, your identification. So similarly we are creating all the mapping all the journey of that product, and also having a unique ID. So yeah, so that's very important, as you said. So Sumit, what do you think about our authenticity mechanism? I have designed it. I have worked on the tech. So what is your take on the business perspective side of things?
I think if you look at the way we have done our and designed our authenticity system, both the mechanism of generating the codes and putting the codes on a product, and also the detection of those to ensure whether the product is genuine or not. We have made it very simple. Simple for the brands and the manufacturers to implement it in their production life cycle, and for a consumer or an end user to scan it and figure out whether the product is genuine or not. What we have done is we have taken care of each and every nuances or each and every step that is involved in ensuring this system gets integrated into your line. And for that, we have ensured that we have a robust API gateway which has connectivity with almost all the ERP systems, and also has connectivity with most of the printers that is used in industrial use cases. So once we have built this API gateway, it becomes very easy for any brand or manufacturer to just plug in our software, our ARVO integrated cloud, which is our platform, and then start rolling out the codes. Along with that, we also provide the option for the brands and the manufacturers to use our mobile application through which you do the detection. And that again could be either your own app, wherein we give you a package and integrate, or we do a complete new app development for you based on your requirement. But the overall goal is to ensure that we don't put inconvenience either to the consumer or to the end user or to the brand or the manufacturers in using our product. And that's how we have used our technology, and I think that is how the technology has been designed.
Yeah.
I personally feel it very convenient and very easy to use.
Yeah, so obviously when we were developing this, or designing the architecture and all, so we first thought, how brands, which is our customer, how will they feel to implement this in their use case or in their process. So the first thing which obviously a brand is concerned, I'm keeping aside money because that is obviously an absolute constant, but keeping that aside, the first thing which will pop up is, what about my existing infrastructure? What about the processes which it's already running? How will that get impacted? What will be my operational efficiency post that? So these are the things which usually pops up in a brand's mindset when they hear about this, and that's what we have make sure that it's something which is doable for them, compatible to their existing infra and process. So instead of telling them to buy specific hardwares to print our labels, our codes, we have integrated with different brands. We've created an ecosystem where we have partnered with different brands, ever growing ecosystem, right? So with that help, we are saying that whatever printers or hardware you have, we just come in, we plug and play, and you can just print those codes. That is one part of thing. And the second part, obviously, as you said, ERP. Now everyone has ERPs in their system to track their supply chain tasks. So we are not replacing ERPs. We are integrating with them and solving or covering the gaps which are existing, and we are helping the brands to fill in those spaces. So that's how we obviously planned for our system.
Got it. This is great. A very important core functionality of what we offer is the underlying Vision AI technology.
Yeah.
Right, and we have our own lab, our own Vision AI lab or a data science lab. We both keep arguing as to what to call it, but ultimately it is an AI lab. Wherein our data sets are created. We do extensive amount of testing on different types of printers and different types of material on which the codes can get printed, be it metal or paper based or labels or anything that is being used in the market today. What do you think about the kind of model that we are building, and what do you think about our data science capability today?
Great question, Sumit. So the technology we are using, it's not a simple technology. If we are giving a code and it just detects and tells you, so it's an computer vision model, right? And we are training our model on different images. So I'll tell you what's the thesis behind this technology is that, every image you see in reality, when you try to replicate it, you try to take a picture, you scan it, and then reprint it. There is some information loss in that image. We don't see it
Yeah.
from a naked eye, but there is some information loss which can be detected through a computer, right? And that is the essential core of our system, and that's what we have developed our model around it. But for this, it needs to be trained on different conditions. There are different environmental factors of lighting, your camera resolution, uh, a different type of noise level, and all those minute details, which we are constantly training our model to achieve that absolute accuracy. uh, and it's always learning. So we that's the reason why we have set up this lab where we have placed different type of printers, different type of materials where these needs to be printed. So there can be a FMCG industry who is using a plastic based bottle, so that needs to be printed. Maybe we are already working with an industrial equipment company, so they have different type of metal products, right, like aluminium, bronze, copper, and so and so forth. So that also needs to be trained. So that's a constant learning which our research lab or AI lab, as you call it, we are constantly doing that.
No, absolutely. I agree. I mean, this is a technology which cannot be easily replicated.
Yeah.
And that's very important for everybody to know, even for brands and manufacturers to know that. We have spent 2.5 years, 3 years to just work on this and ensure that we have a very strong set of, data or data sets on which the model has been trained, and also reach a level of accuracy where we can say that we are extremely accurate in terms of our detection, accuracy. And it also took us a lot of time to patent it.
Yeah.
Because we were working on figuring out what exactly is our the unique proposition that
Yes.
we give to our customers, and that took us some time to figure out, and to do a lot of experiments to come up with that unique model. And that's something which we have filed for a patent. And our objective is to just not limit ourselves to the Indian market, but also to go global. We are looking at expanding into the US and to the European region very soon. Started talking to few brands for proof of concept trials in those markets.
Great.
I think this was a great discussion, Duke. So in terms of our vision, we are looking at offering our supply chain integrity solution to brands and manufacturers worldwide. Currently, we are working in India, but we are looking at soon expanding into other markets as well. And our overall gamut of play is supply chain integrity, and that is where we are focused on. I think Duke, we had a great conversation. We discussed about how we started this journey and what was the reason for which prompted us to get into this. Our passion in solving a problem, right? And what exactly is the market expecting, and what are the expectations of the market?
Yeah.
It is also important to let people know that we are a platform. We are a solution which is industry agnostic. We are highly adaptable. We come at a level where you can start talking to us, and within 15 days you can go live. That's the way we have developed our solutions to make it easily adaptable by industries, by pharma companies, by industrial companies, by automotive companies. You don't need to bother about your current systems or processes.
Yeah.
Talk to us. We'll do the integration. We'll make you go live in 15 days.
Yeah, very well said, Sumit. So, with our constant evolving, models, AI models, and then we briefly touched upon, or we didn't even talked about blockchain as a technology which we are using, which serves as a very powerful tool, as an immutable tool, right? So, with all these new age technologies which we are using, we are a deep tech company, right? So we'll be constantly using the latest cutting edge technologies to help brands to tackle this problem. And we are not just creating non-clonable codes. We have a product suite where there are different type of codes which we are planning. There are damage proof codes, there are tamper proof codes, and many more in line. So it's a ever evolving solution. And our platform, which is ARVO integrated cloud, that's also being developed, upgraded, and customized to the brand's needs. So that becomes a very powerful tool for them to have analytics information, as well as journey mapping. So it's benefit for them to. Yeah, very well said, Sumit. So as we are a deep tech company, and we are using computer vision model, or vision AI model, as we say it, in our solution. But we are not holding ourselves just to that technology, but we are also expanding, looking at integrating blockchain as a secured layer, as an immutable layer onto our platform, as well as various use cases of AI. There can be many cases, like we are already providing a platform which has a lot of information in it, a lot of process mapping in it. So there can be use cases of maybe agentic AI, or many other use cases, and we'll always think of thinking out of the box, using these technologies to incorporate in our platform and make it more beneficial for the brands, not just having a fancy title in it. So yeah, that's what we are looking for, and that's our vision in the future.
Excellent. I mean, this is great to know. So guys, it is important for you to understand that we are just not a vision AI company. So guys, it is important for you to know that we are just not an AI or a vision AI or a blockchain company, but we are a deep tech company, and our goal is to adapt and adopt different layers of AI. Currently, we are using certain machine learning models, but we'll keep experimenting and advancing and get into different types of machine learning models, look at different types of AI models, and also maybe at a later stage get into some kind of use cases of agentic AI, which can make the entire process simpler for the manufacturers or the brands that we work with. I think it was a great discussion, Duke. Enjoyed having a conversation with you.
Same here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Everyone.